It was a day of solemn remembrance. Francois Hollande and Angela Merkel stood side by side. At the German cemetery, they laid a wreath, accompanied by 4 children, 2 from France and 2 from Germany. Verdun was one of the most brutal battles of the First World War, a savage war of attrition for just a few square miles of land. Tens of millions of shells were fired during the battle. Hundreds of thousands of French and German soldiers lost their lives here. The trauma of the conflict was so great that it took many years before the 2 countries were able to hold a joint commemoration. But in 1984, the French and German leaders Francois Mitterrand and Helmut Kohl met there. They were photographed holding hands. The gesture became a symbol of French and German reconciliation. Angela Merkel says the lessons of Verdun should not be forgotten.
Und genau das macht Verdun aus.
The name Verdun stands for incomprehensible cruelty and the futility of war, as well as the lessons learnt and the German-French reconciliation.
Francois Hollande said the town has become a symbol of peace.
Verdun est une ville qui...
Verdun is a city that represents the worst, where Europe lost itself 100 years ago, but also the best, where the city has been able to invest, to unify for peace and for the French-German friendship. Long live the spirit of Verdun.
Vive l'esprit de Verdun.
In the afternoon, the 2 leaders visited the cemetery for the French soldiers. They lit a flame and briefly shook hands. Hundreds of children from both countries took part in a performance, recalling the events of the battle and expressing the hope for peace in the future. Bethany Bell, BBC News, Paris.